Hi friends, Miss Deacon here to teach you writing. So we're going to be together every day here learning about different writing strategies and different types of writing. But first, we're going to start with reviewing some basic information that I think we need to practice and make sure we have down before we start our writing project that we're going to work on together, okay? So today we're going to start with punctuation practice. Now I know you're all going to say to me, Miss Deacon, we already know about periods and capitals. We're in second grade. And I know that, and I know you do, friends. But the difference here is that now we're using computers a lot, right? We're at home, we're working through the internet to talk to each other. So you have to make sure, and I have to make sure that you know how to use capitalization and punctuation when you are on your Chromebook or your tablet too, and not just when you're using a pencil and paper. So we're going to be doing a little of both, okay? So let's get started. Here is our target for the day. I say, then you say. So repeat after me. I can use capital letters and punctuation accurately in a sentence on paper and on the computer. Okay, so remember the focus here is that we all know how to do it on our computers and our tablets as well as on our paper. I'm sure we can all use a little reminder of that as well. So here we go, friends. Let's start by talking about capital letters. So those big mommy and daddy letters, the ones that we know mean the beginning of a sentence. Here are the words that you need to remember to capitalize. First and most importantly, the first word in a sentence should be capitalized. You can tell right here that my T is a capital T. It's a big T. It's not one of those little T's. It's a big one because that's the first word in a sentence. It tells my brain, okay, this is starting a new thought. It's got a capital letter. It's important. I need to pay attention to what's coming next, okay? The other thing we want to focus on today are the names of people and places, like Miss Deacon. My name would be capitalized just like your name would be capitalized if you wrote it or if you typed it. So when you're talking about Miss Deacon, there's two capitals because Miss and Deacon are both going to be capital. They're both part of my name. Your first name and your last name will be capitalized if you write those. The first letter of each will be capital. Other name, Emily, right? That's just Emily's first name, Miss Deachel's cute little daughter. So her E is capital, but the rest of her name is lowercase. Sometimes I notice my friends in my class, and I'm sure friends in the other class as well, are putting capital letters in the middle of words and in the middle of sentences. You just don't need those, friends. You only need to capitalize the first letter of somebody's name and the first letter of a sentence. Now, there are some exceptions to that. Some people have two capital letters in their name, but we don't need to get into all that right now, okay? And the next important thing is places. So Rochester, we live in Rochester or around Rochester, right? And so Rochester is a place, it's our city. We need to make sure that people know that this is an important word. It's not just a regular word, it's a place. So it's the name of a place. And the R is going to be the only capital letter in that word, Rochester, okay? So remember the things that need to be capitalized. The first word in a sentence and the names of people and places. That's all we're going to focus on for today. In the future, we can get into more details, but for now, we're going to focus on first word in a sentence and the names of people and the names of places, okay? Now, the other part of our target was to use accurate punctuation, right? Some of you are probably like, that's a big word. What is punctuation? I know you know this. A punctuation is a mark used in your writing to separate your sentences. So a mark of punctuation like a period or a question mark tells our brain, again, that this is the end of a thought and we're going to start a new thought in a new sentence. In second grade, we're going to focus for now just on 3 types of punctuation. You've seen them all. This is all just a reminder to make sure we're all using our most high quality second grade writing. The 3 types of punctuation that I want you to focus on today, excuse me, let me move that, are a period, which you know looks like that, a little dot, and it shows you the end of a sentence. It just tells my brain, okay, this sentence is over and it's time to capitalize my next letter and write a new sentence. So the first one is a period. The second one, and the one we use the second most, would be a question mark. It looks like this squiggly guy right here with a dot. A question mark asks you a question or something that must be answered, something that requires somebody to answer it, right? So a question mark is going to go at the end of a question. An exclamation point looks like this, and it shows emphasis or excitement. So anything that's loud or exciting or scary in your writing, you're going to put up exclamation point, okay? So the 3 types of punctuation that we're focused on today are period, question mark, exclamation point. Okay, friends? So for now, I'm going to switch over. I'm going to switch to showing you what's going on my iPad. So give me just a second to get that set up for you. Type in the password. I'm going to show you some examples of what we need to do, okay? So here is my iPad, all the games. Okay. You need to put punctuation wherever your sentences end. Okay, say this with me. Put punctuation where sentences end. Good, and that can mean a sentence, a regular thought, or it can mean a question mark. Or a question, I'm sorry. So either way, when the sentence ends, you're gonna put one type of punctuation at the end of it. So it's important for us to know, how do I know when a sentence ends, right? How do I know where a sentence ends? We have to figure that out. Here's some strategies. And friends, if you need to come back and remember this, you can pause the video here and you can revisit it when you're doing your practice, okay? So you can rewatch this video as many times as you need to. And you can come back and look at this anchor chart as many times as you need to. I can also post it for you. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to read the passage 2 times. So I'm looking right here, friends, okay? We're going to read the passage 2 times. We're going to read whatever it is that we're writing twice to make sure we have the correct punctuation. As you are reading, so now I'm on number 2, as you are reading, listen for complete thoughts. You need to know, as a scholar, when does my sentence end? When is this thought complete? And am I moving on to the next thought without stopping? Because if you are, you need to add some punctuation. Remember, a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point, okay? I'm on number 4. After you add the punctuation, you're going to reread the passage. Now, does it make sense? And if it does not make sense, you're going to go back up to number 2, and you're going to start again and make it make sense with your punctuation, okay, friends? Good. All right, here's some practice for us to do together. I want to look at these sentences here, and I want to fix them. I'm going to do it with you, okay? So for now, I'll write, and then you'll have a chance to do this in your job in a little bit, okay? So excuse me if I'm looking down. My iPad's down here. Okay, here's what it says the way it's written. Pam has a cute new cat. His name is Bob. He has long black fur. Can I have a cat too? That was a lot. So the way it's written right now, it doesn't make sense. Remember, we're going to go back and we're going to look. We need to reread it 2 times. Okay, here we go. One more time. Pam has a cute new cat. His name is Bob. He has long black fur. Can I have a cat too? Friends, does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. So we need to add some punctuation, okay? Here we go. First of all, friends, I need to find where each thought ends because I can't determine where I need my capital letters until I know where my sentences start and end. So here we go. Pam has a cute new cat. His name is, oh, I realize that this part, his name is a new thought. So that means that my first thought ends somewhere on the top row. Pam has a cute new cat, his. Pam has a cute new cat, period. Pam has a cute new cat. Okay, great. His name is Bob. He has long black fur. That was a lot of thoughts. Let's try to find where I need to put a period. His name is Bob. His name is Bob. Got it. He has long black fur. Can I have a cat too? That doesn't make sense, friends. He has long black fur. Can I have a cat too? Would I put a period here, friends? Can I have a cat too? No, no, no. It's a question, so what do I need to put? A question mark, right? So I'm going to put a nice big question mark right there. Now that I've put my punctuation, I need to go fix something else. Do you remember what else we need to fix? We need to fix the capital letters. So every time I see a name or I see the beginning of a sentence, I'm going to capitalize it. So for what I'm showing you, I'm going to cross them out. But when you type, you can delete and type, okay? Here we go. Pam has a cute new cat. Well, Pam is the beginning. So Pam right here is the beginning of the sentence, but it's also a name. So it's going to have a capital P. P-A-M, like that, Pam. Pam has a cute new cat. His name is Bob. Oh, here's my first letter, or my first word of the sentence. So the first letter needs to be capitalized. I'm just going to write it above, like so, okay? His name is Bob. Guys, his name is Bob. I need to capitalize his name, right? His name is Bob. Here's the beginning of my next sentence, he. So I know that I need to capitalize my H. He has long black fur. And then I need to capitalize my C. Can I have a cat too? I'm going to read this to you now. Now it says, Pam has a cute new cat. His name is Bob. He has long black fur. Can I have a cat too? Notice how I changed my voice when there was a question. I said, can I have a cat too? That's how we know that we're asking, or somebody's asking something that we need to answer. Okay, friends? So that is what we need to practice today. You are going to see these sentences on a Google Doc. I'm going to show you where to find that in just a minute. It says, in spring, I like to plant seeds. I dig a hole in the soil and put in a seed. Then I cover it up and add water. There's something wrong there, friends. It's missing a lot of punctuation, and it's missing a lot of capitals. So you're going to go in and you're going to fix those sentences, but you're not going to write them. You're going to type them, because I know you're on your computer watching my video right now, okay? I'm going to show you how to get there. I'm going to unmirror my iPad, but let's take one quick look at this one more time, okay? So friends, you see, how do I know where the sentences end? You read the passage 2 times. As you are reading, you listen for complete thoughts. You go back and you add punctuation and capitalization. You reread the passage and ask, does it make sense? And if it doesn't, you go back up to number 2 and you check it again, okay, friends? Okay, great. So I'm going to turn my iPad off. We're going to go back to sharing my screen. Hi, friends. Here is your job. In your own Google Doc, which is going to be on your Google Classroom, you're going to retype the sentences with accurate punctuation and capitalization. So I'm going to just show you quickly how you're going to get to that, okay? So when you go onto your internet and you go into our class, it's going to look like this. You're going to go into classwork, click on Writing with Miss Deacon, and you can't see this yet because I haven't published it, but you're going to see these directions here, and you're going to click on Punctuation Practice, okay? When it opens, like so, you're going to see your target up here. You're going to rewrite the following sentence with correct punctuation and capitalization. Here are those sentences that I read to you just a minute ago. In spring, I like to plant seeds. I dig a hole in the soil and put in a seed. Then I cover it up and add water. You're going to type them here, okay? So I'm going to really quickly, friends, I'm going to show you one more thing before we stop here. I need to remind you how you're going to capitalize when you're typing. Okay, let me get back on my iPad here, friends. Thanks for your patience. So I'm going to open up Microsoft Word and I'm going to delete all this. So you can see my keyboard right here. You see it? See what I'm pressing? Those little gray keys are the ones that I'm pressing. All right, so to capitalize a letter, you need to press, not that, oh my goodness, sorry friends. To capitalize a letter, you need to press Shift, okay? So you're gonna hold Shift and then press the letter that you want, okay? So hold Shift and press the letter that you want to be capital, and then you let go of the Shift key, see? Capital, okay? So then you're going to type your sentence. The rest of the letters, except for your name, will be lowercase. And then you need what at the end? You need punctuation. So the period is right here at the bottom on the right. You see the key that I'm pressing down here. If you make a mistake, friends, you just press that backspace key up here. Mine says delete. Yours might say backspace, either way. So you type a name, you capitalize it, you put a period at the end, okay? If you need to go back and correct your sentences, please do. Don't retype the sentence a bunch of times. Just go back and fix the one that you already wrote. Okay, so remember to capitalize. You hold down the shift key and press the letter that you're trying to write. Shift is for capital and the period is for punctuation. If by chance you need a question mark, friends, you're going to hold shift and the question mark key. You'll see it on your keyboard, okay? Mine is with the period, but yours isn't going to be with the period. It's going to be with a slash. So you're going to see something that looks like this. And if you press shift and that key, you'll get the question mark, okay? If you have any trouble with your typing, friends, I want you to ask your mom or your dad to help you, or you can ask your mom or your dad to give me a call and I can explain it to you by showing you, okay? All right, so remember your job is to log into your Google Classroom, look for today's date, and do your punctuation practice, friends. I look so forward to seeing how you do on this, and we will see each other tomorrow for Writing with Miss Deacon. I love you lots, and I'll see you soon, okay, friends? Have a great rest of your day.